Okay, hi. My name's Madison Porter, and yes, that's all I got for you. Let me ask you guys a question real quick. How many of you guys were asked like where you wanted to go to college, what you wanted to study as a freshman in high school? Raise your hand. Jeez. All right, keep your hand up for a second. How many people were asked when they were a senior in high school or after they graduated? Okay, now imagine you're not going to school right after high school. You guys can put your hand down. That was me. I didn't go to college right after high school. I'm a freshman, but I'm 20 years old. And when I turned 18, I decided to not go to school. I decided to move to California and pack up all my stuff and move my life across the country to join AmeriCorps, National Civilian Community Corps, and spend my life doing community service, volunteer work, and disaster relief. And it changed my life forever. And I met these amazing people. This is my team. We're called Blue 7. There's 4 different colors that signify 4 different sections of the campus. But these 13 people changed my life forever. And they became my family. We ate together, slept together, lived together, breathed together. I've never known people as well as I know these people, and I still talk to them every day. But I'm not here to promote AmeriCorps. I'm here to talk about a bigger phenomenon that AmeriCorps is under, which is gap years. And not a lot of people know what gap years are, so I'll give you a quick definition of what a gap year is. This is the Merriam-Webster dictionary definition, 1-year hiatus from an academic studies to allow for non-academic activities, a period, typically an academic year, taken by a student as a break between secondary school and higher education. Most people take this period between high school and college, but that doesn't mean that you have to take it between high school and college. A lot of people on my team were either post-college or during college. They decided to take a break and get off the conveyor belt that is the American education system and figure out what they wanted to do with their lives and find out what their passion is. And that's probably why 83% of gappers, which is apparently what we're called, are satisfied with our jobs, with our careers. And while 50% of the American workforce is not satisfied with their careers and just do it for the money. We do it because we love it. We don't do it for the money. We do it because we're passionate about it. So we find our passion during this year usually. But we still need college. And if I didn't need college to get into the Peace Corps, I wouldn't be here. But I do. And that is a big concern for a lot of skeptics and a lot of parents. Is what if my kid doesn't go back to school because you see how great it is not to be in school and not study and not have to worry about anything. But 90% of gappers do return to school because it is important to us, and it does show that education is important to us. And it does show that we do want to be there to study. And that's probably why we get higher GPAs. This is from the AGA, the American Gap Association. Yes, we have an association. No one knows about it. I don't know why you would, but we get higher GPAs because we found out what we're passionate about and we focus our attention on that. And we bring all of our attention on what we want to learn about. And also we have taken a break from school, so we are not as burnt out as a lot of people are. We've given our brains a break and have just relaxed for a year and figured out what we wanted to do with our lives. So it shows very much in your academic work, and that's one of the main concerns that parents do have. But I got a lot of negative comments when I told people, mainly adults, that I was not going to school. These are just a few of some of the reactions and questions that I got when I told my parents' friends or my family friends that I'm not going to school. They thought that I was just going to sit at home for a year and watch TV, or I was not going to get a job. How are you supposed to explain that to your boss when you're older, like you're just taking a year off? When really, if you use your gap year effectively, it's a huge resume enhancer. You learn so many new skills, and you can put them all on your resume. Like, I learned how to do construction work. I learned how to garden. I learned people skills when I did disaster relief. I'm certified by the Red Cross for disaster skills. I'm CPR certified, first aid certified. I've learned technology skills. I can put that all on my resume. So it gets me a higher chance of getting hired, which is sort of nice to think about. But even though there are a lot of benefits, people don't really see another option besides college because we're pushed from such a young age, from about 8th grade or younger, to go to college, and we think that's the only option we have when it's really not. We're constantly asked what we want to study, where we want to go, when we don't even know where we want to go for lunch that day. So I'm not exactly sure how we're supposed to figure out what we want to do for the rest of our lives. So the question is this: does it benefit us to step back for a little bit, or does it benefit us to push forward? Thanks.